Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and I'm back from Toronto. I've actually been back a week since I returned from Toronto, but I had a great trip. That's why I haven't done any videos for quite a while, but I'm ready to do them again, and this one is called Mermaid. This is a really rare arcade game created by Sanritsu and licensed to Rock-Ola in 1982. And it is a sailboat race. You race, well, you don't see the other sailboats you're racing against, but how fast you complete the course determines how you rank. And it's kind of an interesting little game. You have a joystick and you have a button, and the button flips the side of your sailboat. And with the control of your sailboat, you can only move in the direction of the turn of the sailboat. You can't move the other way. You can push up to speed up a bit, and you'll want to do that constantly because you really want to finish as high as you can. If you finish first or second, I believe, then you get bonus points. There are certain obstacles that, well, most of the obstacles, I believe, will make your sailboat capsize. Some of them will flip you off your sailboat, and you have to swim back to it before sharks get you. You have like 3 lives. You lose a life if your boat capsizes, or if you get eaten by sharks, or if you fail to place among the top 7 or so. But you can, kind of like alpine ski, if you ever played that old game, you can go between the flags and collect points from the point values. You see those seagulls, those, I don't think those do anything. Those waves there can slow you down. Running into rocks will make your boat capsize. You absolutely want to avoid letting your boat capsize. You might not be able to see it in this video, but there will sometimes be a wake. Or I think it's a wake. It's just this big wave, and it's a series of dots. And if you get in its in the area that it is, like I said, it's like 4 rows of dots. And if you put your boat in it, it'll push you up quickly, and that's a big help. You really want to use that wake to your advantage. There'll be most dangers will capsize your boat. Those little ice floes, they will speed you up, so use those to your advantage too. Anything that can speed you up, definitely use it. And that's the ice floes and the wake. But the wake will kind of twist and bend in some spots, so you just want to keep turning your boat around to follow it. Don't run into those will slow you down. There, I ranked 5, that's not very high, but as long as you rank in like the top 6 or 7 maybe, you get to keep continuing. If you do not finish in that amount of, if you do not finish that high, then you will lose a life. And you see it at the bottom. And again, you will lose a life if you get knocked out of your boat and the sharks catch you, or if your boat capsizes by hitting a number of dangers. The rocks will definitely make you capsize. Again, those waves will slow you down, so don't run into them. But on every course, there will be the opportunity to touch that wake and speed up. That little sound effect, I don't know what that means. But you'll hear a little tune play when you catch that wake, and you'll be sped up. But you just want to reach the finish line and be ranking like at least higher than 7. Yeah, hit those red dots or the occasional yellow dots, and those will knock you off your boat, and you have to swim back before the sharks get you. The wake is not only so nice that it pushes you forward, but it'll often push you right through those little flag gates for extra points. Yikes. Those diagonal waves will push you forward for a bit too. It'll speed you up temporarily, just for a little bit. And so will those little ice floes that we saw earlier. There will be additional dangers later on. There are 5 levels, and they will repeat after you complete them. And in place of the little mermaid, or a seahorse, I think that's a seahorse or something, that shows how many levels you've beaten. In place of those, you'll see a fish if you've completed all 5. But yeah, note that rank. Here you have to watch out for land masses. Running into them will capsize your boat. But look where it says rank. Just kind of keep your eye on that and just keep speeding up by pushing up on the joystick. Catch that wake whenever you can. Run into those ice floes. Just keep doing that so that you can finish as close to first as you can. And again, I've finished 6th, and I was still able to continue without losing a life. So it's like the bottom 3 or 4 that you don't want to finish, or you'll lose a life. And if you only have 1 life left, of course, you'll see the game over screen. You get to continue. Whoops. There's a polar bear shaped ice floe, or maybe it was supposed to be a polar bear. Or yeah, the icebergs you will capsize if you run into them, same as the polar bear thing. I think these are supposed to be seals, and the seals will knock you off your yacht, and you have to get back to it. You can't collect the points when you're just a swimmer, so you have to get back to your boat. I'm in first place right now. Can I hold on to it? Go away, stupid seals. There'll often be a lot of spaces on the far left or far right where you're safe. You don't want to stay there that long. You'll eventually run into something. And don't run into these, because they'll slow you down. This is the home stretch right here. Oh, I ranked 2nd. If you rank 1st or 2nd, possibly 3rd, you will get a bonus. Congratulations on the silver medal. If you get a gold medal, I think it's like 3,000 points. Yeah, I got 2,000 for silver. You'll probably get like 1,000 for bronze, 3rd place. But again, I don't... now we've got enemy boaters, I guess. But you don't want to get 7th place. I'm guessing. Like I said, I got 6th once, and I was able to continue without losing a life. Yeah, you can continue at the very beginning of the race you left off when you run out of lives by putting in another credit and pressing start before the screen goes to the title screen. I really don't know what that tone is supposed to indicate. I've never seen this game in arcades, and I'd never heard of it until MAME came around. I don't know how faithful this release is to the actual arcade game, you know, in this version of MAME that I played it in. I would assume it's pretty darn close. Again, this was created by Sanritsu. They didn't make that many games. I think they made Bank Panic, which was a cool game by Sega, kind of a reflex game. Now we got these whales. They will make your boat capsize. Eventually, yeah, they'll get you on the left side. So I think here I decided to go on the far right side. I think they eventually got me there too. but this is the fourth course. Sometimes collision detection appears to be off. You can go right through the rocks, so it works in your favor. That's the end of my game there. You don't get to put in initials. And again, you have a limited amount of time to put in another coin and press start to continue your game on the course that you lost your last life on. And then eventually it'll go to the main screen like here, and your game will end. That is Mermaid by Sanritsu and licensed to Rock-Ola in 1982. Now here's what happens if you get rank number 1. You get a bonus of 3,000, I believe, and a gold medal. Congratulations on the gold medal. Your final standing, bonus point 3,000. You always get bumped down ranks on the next level. Notice that the music changes for the fifth and final level. I put on invincibility here, but there's surfboarders now. And there's that fish that indicates you beat 5 levels. But that is Mermaid by Sanritsu in 1983. And here it says, if you don't make the top 6 at least, your final standing, no points, no bonus points, and your time over, and you lose a life. But that is Mermaid by Sanritsu and licensed to Rock-Ola in 1982. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Mermaid by Sanritsu and licensed to Rock-Ola in 1982. And I am back and I'm ready to do some requests. I just wanted to do this oddity first. Crazy Climber 80 out. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.